It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the New England Patriots and the Buffalo Bills, and it comes your way next.
With a new stadium rising just to the west of us, for now we're back for football in the familiar setting of Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Welcome to the booth, everyone. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson, all set for a good one here. Greg, this is one of those interesting things because you talk to both coaches. They've schemed, plotted all week, and the question becomes, who's got the... Here is the kicker, John Parker Romo, to get us started. And off we go from Buffalo. The Buffalo offense set to go to work for the first time. They'll be led by the big fella, 6'5" quarterback Josh Allen.
I think in today's modern NFL, if you had the ability to create a quarterback and all the qualities that come along with it, Josh Allen's at or near the top of the list. And what I mean by that, Mike, is he's big. He's mobile. He can run to escape, but he can also run as a designed option. And then, of course, in the passing game, he can make every throw. He's smart. He elevates those around him. The last piece of the puzzle, can he get over the hump and have that postseason success to really put him in that upper echelon category?
Whoa! And he'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield.
Well, it's hard to imagine starting a game much better than that. Great play design. You can tell all week they love that play to start the game, and, man, you can see why.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. That's Palmer, the man in motion. They'll throw on first down with Allen. He's got the connection there. It's Joshua Palmer. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. They send a receiver in motion left. Allen going to give it to Cook. And that'll be a gain of 2 and a first down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had third and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
Now a first and 10 from the 38-yard line. From the gun, it's Allen. This one caught by Khalil Shakir. They get 18 on that one. Good for a Bills first down.
There's a reason certain guys, Mike, just always seem to be open. It's really because route running is more art than it is science. How do you manipulate the defense to find open spots or win versus man to create separation and earn the trust of your quarterback?
Now Allen on first down. Looking middle, he's got it complete to Coleman. Here's second and 3 to go. From the gun, Josh Allen. He's got that complete to Knox. Well, that looked like a pretty clear hold. The gain was 5, but let's check the call.
Still second down.
In motion, Shakir. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's going to be taken down.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
One more time going up top with Allen. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Throwing again, it's Allen. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Josh Allen, touchdown Bills. And they get the first points of the game. What a way to start it, Greg. You get the ball, it's what you want to do. Settle into this game on top 6-0.
Mike, how often do we have coaches tell us the importance of playing with the lead? Well, they come take the ball right away on the first drive, all the way down there and strike first. And now the rest of the way, let's see how it plays out.
Tyler Bass now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Bills will take a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. This is fielded inside the 5. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The New England offense getting ready to go to work here. They'll be led by the man from North Carolina, 6'4", quarterback Drake May.
You hear people talk about it all the time, and it's especially true, Mike, for young rookie quarterbacks, is just the speed of the game. They had a lot of success in college. They were probably the best player on their team, but just everything is faster. Everything happens with a little more urgency. The quarterbacks at the young age that can make that transition the quickest, everything else then tends to slow down.
Here's a zone read to start the drive. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
I think this is something we're going to continue to see today, Mike, as this game goes along. They're going to make the defense make a decision. Do you want to account for the running back, or do you want to account for the quarterback? In this case, they choose the running back, and the quarterback makes them pay by picking up the first down.
May now on 1st and 10. Open man, Demario Douglas. He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Here's a run with the rookie from Ohio State. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. It'll take this down to the 43. A short pickup there. Second down and 8. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Gets to the edge at the 30. And he'll be taken down.
Let's give some love to the big guys up front here, Mike. The offensive line is looking good here early to start the game. Couple nice big explosive runs. Expect them to continue to lean on the big guys up front as the rest of this game unfolds.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll stick with him again. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Has completed to Douglas. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And after the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. Second and a yard. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Touchdown, New England.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
The extra point by Romo is good. And the Pats come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Davis now to return it. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bills offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. They'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line, maybe a yard. That's Carlton Davis bringing an end to that one. Here's 2nd and 9. That's Palmer, the man in motion. They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. They motion the slot man left. Allen on 3rd down. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and There was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
On the return is Jones. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Patriots offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. They'll go play action with May. That one taken in by Douglas. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
I love these crossing routes, Mike. Not only do they put so much stress into the deep layers of the defense, but they really allow the wide receivers to run with the ball after the catch. We just saw a great example why, and it led to a huge chunk play.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And a pickup of 3 or maybe 4. Taron Johnson up to make the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, here's May. Open man there, it is Bourne. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. Working out of the gun, it's May. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. He's got his big tight end, Henry. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. To throw again is May. Off balance throw. It's complete. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. All even on the scoreboard. Sports. So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. Oh, he missed it from short range. A bad miss. It's no good. And the score remains tied at 7.
Man, that's just tough on an offense, Mike. I mean, you work so hard to get in position to take the lead. It just doesn't work out.
They'll break the huddle Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Cook. And that's not going to yield a whole lot. Up to about the 28-yard line. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. That's Palmer, the man in motion. Once again, it's Cook. And tough running there. He's up to the 32. Robert Spillane spills him there. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Out of the gun, here's Allen. That's taken in by Shakir.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
They'll run with Cook. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
Putting the tight end in motion. Here's Cook. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field.
Holding offense. Still 1st down.
Allen. That's complete to his tight end. It's Dawson Knox.
How fast things can flip. You find yourself in 1st and a mile after taking a penalty on 1st down. But that chunk play there in the passing game now gets them back in sequence with the chains and brings up a more manageable 2nd down.
Here's Allen to throw. They'll set up the screen to Cook. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Here's Allen. That is hauled in at the 5. And he will score. Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, Buffalo. Now Bass to tack on the extra point. He's got it. And the Bills will move out to a 14-7 lead. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. To return, it's Antonio Gibson. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground, and he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Throwing is May. Hauled in by the tight end, Henry. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Matt Milano. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you. And sometimes when it speeds up that clock, you can make a bad throw.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
They teach these defensive ends to rush to the X. The X is the spot where the quarterback stops his drop, and you can see when he hit that back foot, he had nowhere to go, and he's able to bring him down for a big sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Allen working from the pistol. This one complete to Palmer. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Defense. Automatic 1st down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They go play action now. Here's Allen. And he's got Palmer. It's complete. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
On the zone read, a handoff here to Cook. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard.
Defenses always have to make a decision, Mike. How do they want to defend the zone read? Some teams want the quarterback to keep the ball. They want the ability to tackle the quarterback. Other teams, they want it to be a give read, and that's what we saw here. They were ready for it, and they take the running back down for a loss.
And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
Here's Cook. Good blocking, and he's in. James Cook Touchdown, Bills. Extra point try by Bass. It's up and through. And the Bills will take a 21-7 lead. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. He fields it at the 8. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Patriots offense ready to see what they can do. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. They'll run it on the inside handoff. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
There's 2 elements to a successful run play, and the key is having them align. The offensive line needs to block according to the play and create space, but the back has to hit that space at the appropriate time. And this is a clear example as to why it leads to big gains.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's a handoff, and this time they are ready for him. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's 2nd down.
We don't give these big guys enough credit, Mike, just how fast these defensive tackles really are. Here he uses his speed to break through, take the back down for a loss.
On 2nd down, it's May. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Here's May. That's caught by Bourne. That one good for 18 yards and to the 18-yard line.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
That is quickly out to Diggs. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. May to the air once more. He's got it at the 3. And the Patriots are looking at a 1st and goal as he's taken down at the 2-yard line.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
What an important sequence this is, trying to get one of those scores back before halftime in a great spot. 1st down and goal. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
I can tell you from experience, Mike, that is going to be on his mind the rest of the week. It's one thing to drop a ball. That's going to happen every now and then. But when you do it and it takes away a touchdown, man, that stings. So we can talk short-term memory all we want. But I can promise you, this guy, he's hoping to get another shot at it.
And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Patriots. That his second touchdown tonight. Extra point attempt to come here. The kick is good. And the Patriots draw closer here. It's 21-14. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Davis now to return it, and their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out, and he's been a tough man to stop in this first half, putting up some big numbers already. And remember, we haven't even reached halftime yet. First and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break. From the gun, Josh Allen. Now he'll run it. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. One of the Patriots has it. Well, he certainly turned that into something on the move. Downfield, looked like he was gaining yards, but then loses control, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
Early on, Mike, it looked like it was going to be a really good play by the quarterback, turning to his legs, getting some pretty good yardage with his feet, but then he failed to not only protect himself, but mostly protect the ball. Defense is able to put a hit on him, jar the ball loose, and now they'll take over after the big takeaway.
Throwing on first and 10 is May. He was looking for Stefon Diggs there, and it'll bring up second down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
May to throw on second down. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up third down.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. He'll find his tight end, that's Henry. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
They'll look to set up the screen here. Now the Patriots going to use their first timeout. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. Here's May again. Taking off. New England going to take their second timeout. Clock will stop with 33 seconds to go until halftime. Third down, 3 to go. From out of the gun, here's May. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And on that third down, they thought an easy way to pick it up and get some positive yards would go to their quick game, but it didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and now brings up 4th down.
He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Pats will cut the lead down to 4. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Davis now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Bills offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender at him, maybe. Look at what he's done. Whatever the defense has tried in the first half, it hasn't worked. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Slot man in motion left. On 1st and 10, it's Allen. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Now Allen to throw on 2nd down. That's taken in by Shakir. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. On 1st down, it's Allen. The Bills going to use their final timeout here. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, here's Allen. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Now a 3rd and 2. Allen to throw. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. And now we'll get a late timeout coming in the waning moments of this second quarter. Here's Jake Camarda now. He'll punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. So we have come to halftime here at Orchard Park with the Bills out front as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA
World quarterback Josh Allen. He had a touchdown both in the air and on the ground to help push his guys into the lead at the break.
Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Patriots offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's May. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Here's a handoff out of the gun, and that'll give him a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3. Throwing now is May. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results.
And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
1st and 10 now from the 36. Up the middle they go. He'll maneuver his way down to the 32, Big Ed Oliver there on the tackle. They face 2nd down and 7. Now a give on the ground, and he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. Taron Johnson up to make the tackle. Here's 3rd and 2.
If you send your field goal unit on the field, Mike, it gives you a chance to chip away at this deficit. But I think I'm keeping my offense on the field. I'm going to one of my critical plays on my call sheet. Keep this drive alive. The hope is to come away with 6.
So on now is John Parker Romo to try the field goal. It'll be a 44-yard attempt. And that one doinks off the right upright. No good. And they are not able to draw closer.
I think he was trying to bend that one in, Mike. He wanted to look like you off the old tee box, right to left draw. But instead, he just kind of hung it out there, and he ends up missing it wide right.
The Bills' offense and their big play wide out getting set for their next possession. And you see the numbers for him into this 3rd quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open and electric throughout. Here's 1st and 10. That's Palmer, the man in motion. Now Allen on 1st down. He runs with it. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Allen. Quick throw, taken in, and they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. Allen, going to give it to Cook. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
Allen going to keep it on the zone read. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. A run with Cook. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. They need to get it to the 27. This is 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. He's got it! And he's into the end zone. Joshua Palmer. Touchdown, Buffalo.
This is just backbreaking here. If you're the defense, you feel like you're in a really good spot. It's 3rd and pass. You understand what the offense likely has to do to convert the 1st down. They just don't do a great job of covering the receivers, and At the same point, let's give a lot of credit. Nice job by the quarterback working through his progression, getting to the right choice, and it pays off for a touchdown.
Pass now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bills will extend this third quarter lead. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. On the return, here comes Gibson. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense ready to get back at it. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. To throw is May. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a 1st down.
This is one of the things you love about having a young, athletic quarterback, but you want to make sure you don't take advantage of it. You can't rely too much on his running here early in his rookie year. Find that balance as a passer and being the dynamic runner that we saw from him in college.
Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to the ground, he'll get it again. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
The size, the speed, and the strength of this defensive tackle was on full display, Mike. He defeats the block, strikes the ball carrier at the line of scrimmage. He's able to bring him down, keep it to no gain.
Throwing on 3rd down is May. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
On 4th down, Bryce Baringer out to punt for New England. That is fielded at the 13. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Now, following the punt return, we have an injured player on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. Now it's Allen. That one a bit high, but it's complete. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
Well, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
They'll throw on first down with Allen. He's got that complete to Knox. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
That one caught. It's Knox, the tight end. He'll get out of bounds, a gain of 8, and that's going to be good enough for a first down.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. On first and 10, it's Cook. He's going to force his way for a yard or 2, but looks like this one's going to be coming back.
Still first down.
Now Allen. That's brought in by the tight end, Knox. Good result there after the penalty. They get the yardage back and then some.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
On third down, it's Josh Allen. And that is incomplete.
Little miscommunication there, now brings up third down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
The Bills bringing on their punting unit. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to come back out for this next possession. This will begin at their own 13-yard line, so work to do starting with this first and 10. Now May has completed to Douglas. And they're going to move this all the way up near the 35-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for first and 10. Second and a yard. They'll stick with him again. And he's going to pick up the first down across midfield and down at the 49. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. The break, the huddle, coming up now for 1st and 10. To throw now, May. That one taken in by Douglas. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Handoff here, up the middle, and he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. On 3rd and a yard, here's May. He's got his man. It's Diggs. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. A gain there of 21. Good for a Patriots first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And the Patriots are going to have it 1st and goal. He'll take this one down to about the 3-yard line.
It's been a really nice drive they've been able to put together, Mike, and I think the key word is balance. Not having to rely too heavily on either the run or the pass. Continue to mix it up, going back and forth. Keep the defense off balance. A lot of success.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal. The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Hendrick Bourne. Touchdown, New England. This is a big spot for the Patriots as they'll go for 2. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he will get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion is successful. And game on. Lead is down to 3 here in the 4th quarter. So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. Davis now to return it. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. So Allen and the Bills getting set for their next possession. Eddie has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. Set to go now on 1st and 10. To throw is Allen. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
On the carry, it's Cook. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Allen. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be second down.
Oftentimes, it's the wide open ones that are the hardest to catch. It seems like the ball is in the air forever. You start overthinking it, you start really making more of it than what you should, and you let it slip away.
On second down, here's Allen. And that ball incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. They go play action now. Here's Allen. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jabril Peppers.
Just a brutal mistake there, Mike. I mean, they have a chance to put a late scoring drive together and increase their lead. But now with that interception, all the momentum shifts to their opponents, and now they got to rely on their defense to hopefully get a stop and get them the ball back.
The visitors' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And as we look at the highlights, you see it's been tough to stop him here today. Couple of touchdowns in this ball game. He has, without a doubt, been the driving force in this offense so far. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Man in motion, it's Diggs. On play action, here's May. And that one is incomplete. Penalty flag down, back in the backfield, in the area of holding. Cole Strange, former first-round pick, guilty
Still
there.
first down.
May gonna look to throw. It's out wide to try the tight end screen.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing is May. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. On 3rd and 2, it's May. He's going to have the 1st down and more. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards.
And how about the poise of this quarterback? You find yourself down here late in the 4th quarter, Mike, facing a tough 3rd down. You've got to have it. But you know what? He calls the play, he breaks the huddle, and he's like, you know what, Coach? I got it. That's a big-time throw to now keep this drive alive as they go down looking for that go-ahead touchdown.
And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Off the play fake, here's May. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Working out of the gun. It's May. He'll try to run for it.
This is all about sensing the pressure. You can see him keeping his eyes downfield as long as he can. But ultimately he decides, I got to tuck this ball and become a runner. He's able to avoid the sack, pick up some positive yards.
Patriots ready for the punt. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Bills offense and Josh Allen head back onto the field. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Allen. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll run straight ahead with Cook. Brought down at the 21, a gain of 1. Third down and 9. Out of the gun, here's Allen. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The visitors' offense and their running back set to go once more. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. The drive will start on the ground. And they're finally going to bring him down. It's a first down if it stands, but maybe a hold set him free.
Still first down.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll take this up to the 30. Pick up a 5. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Throwing now is May. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
Throwing on 3rd down is May. He'll let this go deep for Diggs. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Patriots.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field. And after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
The extra point try forthcoming. He's got it. And the Pats have taken a 4-point advantage. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Davis now to return it. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has had all sorts of trouble in this one. Your quarterback has to take care of the ball, and he has not. Turning it over in the air, turning it over as a fumbler. You just cannot win football games in this league when the quarterback's giving the defense the ball, and that's what he's done in this one. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
On third down, it's Allen. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force fourth down.
I see a lot of tired legs out there on both sides of the field, Mike. Looks like this pass rush has found a little bit of a second wind. They come away with a big-time sack, and it brings up fourth down.
The Bills bringing on the punt team. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The visitors' offense and Drake May making their way back out. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. To the ground, a first down run. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Here's a 2nd and 6. A handoff as they try to run it here. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to third down. They'll drop to throw. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And May will not risk it. Into the slide. And he's got the first down. Now a give on the ground. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. The Bills going to use their final timeout here. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down to a knee. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it's a road win here for the Patriots. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Buffalo.